Yo, what's up guys? It's me, Maru, back with another video, and today, before I start explaining what we're going to be doing, I want to just say that this will be a new base building series called Base Building, or BB Advanced Tips and Tricks, because before we had Base Building Basics, by the way, BB means base building, just a shorter term, and I kind of explained everything that was basic, and now we want to take those simple concepts, add some more advanced things, and then we can really start getting into the nitty-gritty and the fun in base building. And today, what we will be learning about is base identification. So as a builder, usually builders don't have as much time to practice attacking as attackers do, because they spend a lot of their time base building. But it is very important that you make sure you develop a skill called base identification. If you're an attacker, you probably already know what this means, but this is so that you can identify how someone would hit your base. Now there's a few methods that I'll be showing you today on how to do this. The first method will be you ask yourself, okay, how would I hit this base with a couple different strategies? And then another one, you could ask a clanmate or a friend, say, hey, how would you hit this base? Or how do you think this base would be hit? And another way is you just YOLO and put it in war and hope for the best, but I don't recommend that one. But those are the main three. I recommend either one or two and not YOLOing, because YOLOs are usually never good. You want to have a calculated plan that you really want to bait if you can. So this is going to be leading into baiting and how to bait. And today I will be walking through how to trap after you've identified the base identification, and how to adjust your base after the base identification. So enjoy the video. I will catch you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so now I have DM'd my friend, and I am now going to plan live, and then after we are going to see what my friend, his name is Simpled, he's a really good friend of mine, he's a co-leader in my clan, and we're going to see what he says as soon as I plan on this, and then we're going to make some live adjustments to the base on how I think someone would attack accordingly. And then we're going to check on his response, and then adjust the base even more, and then trap the base. Alright, so first, looking at this base as an attacking view, what strikes my eye right away? I noticed that this Inferno is very segregated or isolated, however you would like to say it is fine, and it also is in a channel. It's in a channel, and channels usually tend to be pretty good against Zapwitch, so that kind of takes Zapwitch off the table. Although I don't know, because I might be able to. If you look, I can zap out this Inferno and this Inferno. But this area could be trapped with giant bombs and Teslas and whatnot, so that could be troublesome. So I think my flanks would die out. So I don't really think Zapwitch will be too much of an issue, but this bomb tower is way too close to the Eagle. So we are going to move it. We're going to move it over here, and then we're actually going to move it again. But I don't want it to be, well, if they loon it, they loon it. I can't really stop it. And then we're also going to move this archer tower. So okay, and then we're going to move this builder hut, because that has a lot of E-drag value, and we're just going to put it right here. Okay. So if you saw what I just did there, I thought of one specific strategy, Zapwitch, that struck my eye right away because of the flanking Inferno towers. And I figured, okay, so someone's going to send a log launcher through the Eagle, flank both sides, and then they're going to Zapwitch it through the middle with their heroes and log launcher and everything. But because of this Expo comp, and because of this 9x9, the bomb tower, It's going to be a little bit difficult for the flanks to survive a ton. And there could also be Teslas down here with the storage. So Zapwitch is kind of ruled off the table, but I'm still gonna trap it anyway, just in case. So now let's think about the next strategy. I'm thinking, maybe a Yeti bomb for the town hall, and then, because I feel like the town hall is really exposed, but maybe it's not worth doing a Yeti bomb. Maybe it's worth trying to have a queen charge, go from this mortar, put 2 sneakies on the gold mine, go from the mortar and loop around in, and do like a king over here and wall break him in right here. Do a baby dragon or like a wizard or something over here to clear this camp, and then queen charge the town hall. Probably wall break in right here to get the queen, and then stone slammer over here and start the Lalo at the eagle going this way. So I'm actually going to make it a little bit easier for the attacker to start their Lalo, because I'm going to move this archer tower, so then the pathing is directly to the core, but I'm going to make it trapped. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So there's a queen charge Lalo plan, and I already see some things that need to be moved and changed. So these expos aren't really going to do anything against the queen charge unless if they're moved. So I'm going to move this one and put this one on ground, and then I'm going to move this one. I'll swap it with the wizard tower, and then swap the wizard tower with the warden. And I'm actually going to put the expo right here, I think, and put this one on ground as well, and then move this expo maybe by the eagle. And then now this is lacking some DPS, so now we need to find just like a free archer tower that I can grab. I'll grab one right here. I'm actually gonna, there we go. Okay, so now it has a lot more DPS, but I don't like how there's 3 archer towers right there. We're not trying to do a no-fly zone at the moment. Okay. So now it's a bit harder to queen charge. This expo, I feel like it doesn't do too much though, so maybe we put it like right here, and put it on air, and that'll defend the King Sui. And then we need some defenses in the channel, to be honest. Need some more cannons. Got a lot of archer tower concentration. Okay, that seems pretty good now. So now we really only have 1 expo on the queen, and I'm thinking we need to kind of move CC a little bit, make it a later draw for the queen. And maybe we move this expo with this gold storage, but then we also need something of value right here. So I think we move that bomb tower and then move this gold storage somewhere. We can move it right here. But then we also need some defenses. So we have a decent concentration defenses over here. So that should be good. And then I also want like an archer tower. Yeah, we're gonna bait that air defense. I'll show you in a little bit. We're gonna make it purposely, what is it called? Purposefully directly targetable. And there's a reason for it. Although I think a hound would fly there, but not guaranteed, because super moons are a thing. Okay, so now that we've made some adjustments for the queen charge, I'm actually going to make one more adjustment. I'm going to move this expo, but then the queen gets it right away. I just don't want it to be a huge, like a big heavy concentration of expos in one given point. So maybe we'll put the expo over here. I like that. And then we put the archer. No, we'll put the cannon right there. Okay, so now it's looking a lot better. We have one Expo that's unreachable, but I think we'll be okay because it's going to be a lot of DPS on the Queen. It's going to be 2 Expos, Warden and CC, and then to Town Hall, of course. And then now we're going to do one more strategy before we check in on what Simpled said. So, what am I thinking? Let me look for like a drag bat plan, maybe. Okay, I think I got one. So what I'm thinking is heroes down at 6 o'clock. They round the corner, get their AD, come over up here, and then an E-Dragon for this trash, and then drags through here, avoiding the sweepers. Drags end up getting this short blimp for Town Hall, and then probably Bat Bomb right here, and then yeah, okay. So in order to make sure that doesn't work, we're gonna actually move some wizard towers a little bit, just a tad. No, we're also going to move this. Actually, no, we can keep the air defense directly targetable. I want that directly targetable. And then we're going to move that as well. Okay. So now it's looking a bit better. It's going to be tough to bat bomb all of this now. It's definitely going to be a lot harder for bats. I think that'll be okay, but maybe if we do something like this, yeah, I think that's better. Alright, so here we are on Discord, and I asked Simpled. His Discord name is different than his Clash of Clans name. I don't know why, but his Discord name is brighter. His Clash of Clans name and what everybody calls him by is Simpled. So now we are going to see what he said in response on how he would hit. So I posted the base and said, how would you hit? And he said, so first thing I see when a flanking inferno by the Town Hall, I think super witches. So I think instead of it, I think he meant is. So I think it was a typo, but it's fine. So he thinks super witches. Okay, the CC isn't in a place where the warden or support troops could pull the CC, so my Grand Warden walk would be safe more than likely. Funneled by King and Siege Barrack at 3, keeping my switches going into the Town Hall with 2 jumps to get to the Eagle. Okay. So I think his plan, if we look at the base, is to Warden walk this Inferno, and then King and Siege Barrack from 12 walking down to 3, and then switches through the Town Hall with a jump on the CC. Actually, probably on Expo, so then he gets access to the Inferno, and then jump to the Eagle. I think. Otherwise, maybe he means Warden walked. No, he wouldn't have Warden walked that and then funneled over here with the Siege Barrack. So yeah, that was the first plan. Now let's look at the second. Then, for Zap Dragons, I want a linear part of the base that I'm looking for where Zaps can get an AD and a funnel. Zapping the 8 o'clock AD, and the inner Archer Tower does this, and I can use the heroes to funnel out the trash at 3 and snag an Inferno at 2, E-Drag at 6, Dragons into the Eagle, and Expo comp with a short blimp for the Town Hall to make sure I get the ADs. Okay, so his plan appears to be, so he's going to zap out the air defense and this Archer Tower on the inside. And then he's going to send an E-Drag over at the bottom corner. And then heroes to flank up here with a wall break and into the Inferno. And then he's going to Dragon through the Eagle, avoiding the sweepers. And then I'm assuming he's going to make sure his blimp damage gets the air defense and the Town Hall. Probably Drag Loon or Loon Dragon Rider CC. So yeah, And then I said thanks, and that is the second way of base identification. Alright, so now we are probably at the point where everybody's been waiting for, the fun part. So now that we have all of the base identifications that we just gathered and all the info that we think what people are going to do, now it's time to put traps on the base and then test the base. I will be doing another video on this base of me testing it later. I will probably test with Simple because he's an OP Town Hall 12 attacker and planner and a great friend I know I can trust to not burn every single one of my bases. And yeah, so now that we have the knowledge, now let's try and trap the base the best that we can, and then we'll test it. Alright, so first of all, the first attack strategy that I came up with was Zap Witch, and I definitely want to make sure Zap Witch is not an issue. So I'm just going to start putting some giant bombs on the outside of the base, because at Town Hall 12, giant bombs really don't have any other issue. Wait, what is the word? I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. Don't have any other, purpose. That's what I meant. Other than going on the outside of the base. So we're just going to do some witch bombs, and then we will move on to the more fun part. Also, spring traps, because nobody really hybrids anymore. I will show you how to use spring traps as well. So now that we have placed our witch bombs to defend Zap Witch, now we're going to place some spring traps also for Zap Witch, and these are for super giants, and they will spring the super giants, and then the super giants will not tank for the what is it called, the witches, and then the flanks will die out sooner. Okay, we're gonna save 2 spring traps because I don't really have a purpose for them at the moment. And now the other plan was a Queen Charge Lalo. So in order to defend this King Sui really well, I'm gonna have to probably include some Teslas. I think 3 should be enough. And then we're going to put 2 Skellies. And we're actually gonna have to snag a giant bomb or 2. And these small bombs. Okay. So this just kills the barbarians, and it also damages the king, obviously. And then the Skellies distract the king, and the Teslas add extra DPS, and then the king never gets the Inferno. So now we have the Queen Charge part and the Lalo part. So we thought that a Queen Charge would start at the mortar, take out the air defense, and loop into the town hall. So, I'm gonna put 1 Sam right here, and maybe 1 right here. I don't really know how many Sams I'll need at the moment, but those 2 hopefully will hit healers, and then the Queen Charge automatically becomes weaker. So the next thing is, we thought, okay, a Stone Slammer is probably going to enter in from here. So we're going to do 2 Sams to almost kill the Stone Slammer, and the Expo will finish it off as long as the Queen dies. Otherwise, the Archer Tower should be in range of only the Stone Slammer. And then we're going to put 1 Red Air Bomb back here just to help damage the first group of loons. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, actually, I think it's got to be 1 closer. Okay. So this concept is made up by Andrew, I believe. He's the one I heard it from. It's a Town Hall 14 concept where you make an air defense directly targetable, and then you use SAMs to kill the rocket loons. In this case, they don't even have to rocket loon. They can just put their hound there, and the hound will pop. Or if they do use a rocket loon, the rocket loon will die, and then they will be out of rocket loons. And I'm going to put my Teslas right here, just to add some extra DPS for a flanking and what is it called? Witches. And actually, I just remembered the simple switch plan. I'm gonna need those SAMs. You don't get too many SAMs 12, which is kind of sad, but I'm going to need those 2 SAMs really badly, more so for the switches rather than the queen charge, which is okay, because all I really have to do is kill the Lalo in time. And I am assuming that someone, let's see, okay, someone will probably warden over a lot of these traps, but as the King Sui doesn't go as planned, I can put some red air bombs back here, and those should finish off the loons, and then as well as some core SAMs to kill off some healers. Actually, we're only going to use 1 SAM over here, and we're going to use an air Skelly. And then where is our geared archer tower? We're going to use that as well, and that should shred the Stone Slammer. And then we can use 1 more SAM in the core. And now we just have 2 more spring traps left. I'm going to use them on a hole, and I'm going to use them on this last hole as well. And there's base identification for you guys. I hope you learned something. The next video will be on me, how I test this base. I probably will do more than 1 video on how base testing is, because base testing is like the most crucial step into base building. And I will be including this link in this video, but just know that the next video I'm going to be testing this base live, and that video will have the refined traps and have the exact trap placement, the exact defense placement, everything to the exact area that I want it, so then the base defends well. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.